What up, you guys? Mr. Money1235 here again, here for the fourth review of my classic album review series, The Turtles, Happy Together. Now, I don't know if I should count this as a classic album or not. You don't really see a whole lot of people talking about the Turtles or this album. You don't really see anything about them these days. But you should still check this shit out, so let's talk about it. The 60s were a great time of, like, flower power, hippie, free love, all that shit. Bands like the Beach Boys, the Beatles, the Turtles, Hermes Hermits, the Mamas and the Papas, these guys all had this really similar style of music that really reflects the sound of the 60s. And I absolutely love the sound of the 60s. It's so... the music is so fun, and it seems so free, and it's... I don't know, it's just really, really good old-timey music. Now, to start off the bat right here, this album was released in 1967, the same year that the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album came out. And when you listen to this, it is very noticeable how much of an influence Sgt. Pepper's had on this album. These guys sound a whole lot like the Beatles to me, personally. Some people might take that as a blatant ripoff, but it's still good music. Obviously, the title track of this album is the one song that everybody knows. Probably ranks up near one of the top songs of that decade. But I think people are missing out on a whole lot of really awesome tracks if they just know that one song. The opening track, Making My Mind Up, is this really awesome Runaway song. I love the melody of this song, I love the chorus, about everything about it. I really like the orchestral backing on this track too, that pretty much mirror images things that you would hear on Sgt. Pepper's. Think I'll Run Away is another one of my favorite songs. It's just a simple little slow song, but it has a really nice melody to it and something that's really memorable. The Walking song is also a very different type of composition. Then of course, Happy Together. It just doesn't require an explanation about how great this song is, and it's one of my favorites to play at the radio station that I work at. She'd Rather Be With Me, Person Without a Care, and She's My Girl really round out my favorite tracks on this album. While I don't think the entire thing is perfect, there's a few songs in there that I can easily skip over, and a whole lot of songs in there that I just don't find very memorable. The one that really annoys me is the track Rugs of Woods and Flowers. I absolutely hate how the vocals are delivered on this song, and I cannot stand it. Same thing with the closing track on this album, Is It Any Wonder? I just don't find this track very memorable. If you like any style of 60s music, even if it is maybe only the Beatles, check this shit out still. Because even though the album isn't perfect, I do think that there are some really solid gems on here. Music from the 60s is very timeless and has its own style, and it's one that I'm really into. When you listen to music like this, it just takes you back to those days, and I really love that about it. Classic album? Maybe not. But hey, give this shit a listen, seriously. Mr. Money1235. I'll see you guys later.